Hello everyone, Darren here from Living Retired. Did you know most people over 50 have never even heard of home exchange? And if they have, it's been explained in a way that's been very risky or confusing. And in this video, I want to explain why that is and why it's been kept under the radar for so long. What's surprising isn't that most people don't use home exchange. It's that most people that it's perfect for have never even heard of it. If you're retired or semi-retired or traveling more slower later in life, then this is perfect for you. This should actually be one of the first options you hear about when you're retired and over 50 and have flexible travel dates. But it's never mentioned. That's the problem. The first reason is very simple. Reason one, it just doesn't benefit the travel industry. Home exchange doesn't make money for hotels, booking platforms, travel agents or tour companies. There's no nightly rates, no commissions, no upsells. No wonder no one tells you about it. So naturally, it's not something that gets advertised. Why would they? Why would they tell you about this amazing way to travel? Just have a think about the way we normally find out about travel options. Someone's obviously selling them. They tell you about it because they're making a commission. There's always money in it for them. But home exchange spreads differently. Totally by word of mouth. You can find online, there's only about 10% of people that have even ever heard of it. It's crazy. Which basically means no one around you that you know has even done it. No one even knows it exists. Reason number two, it was definitely not marketed to our age group. They do not want you to know about it. Initially, home exchange was, said to be good for backpackers, young families, tech-savvy travellers, and just for people who wanted to swap homes for the week in summer. And if you're over 50, that messaging doesn't speak to us at all. But the funny thing is, people our age are perfect for this way of travel. Because we communicate clearly, we look after people's properties, because we travel more slowly, we're reliable, and we also have the greatest flexibility of anyone else. Being retired or over 50, we can travel at any time we want. You just need to be flexible. But if no one's ever explained it to you, most people assume that it's just not for us. Reason number three, it just seems too good to be true. Let's be honest here. When someone says to you, we travel and we get free accommodation all around the world, that sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, we've been doing it for 2 years now. And I can tell you, that's exactly what we do. Your brain immediately goes, what's the catch? Is this safe? What if something goes wrong? That reaction is totally normal. The problem is, most explanations stop right there. They don't explain to you how people are vetted out in the process, how trust is built, how home exchanges work, how you agree on a home exchange, and how we reduce risk. Without that context, people just dismiss it instantly. When we first heard about home exchange, we thought exactly the same as most other people that get explained like that in the same way. We thought, surely this won't work for us. We thought exactly the same. But once we understood how it works, step by step, it's changed the way we travel and we'll do for the rest of our lives. We've now done over 20 exchanges, different homes, different countries, all different situations. Our next trip is to the UK in July and August, and we've got 50 nights free accommodation in the most beautiful homes, some very unique homes, in some amazing spots in the peak travel period, which is pretty damn impressive. And what surprises us most about the free accommodation is the system itself and how natural it all feels. Once you're in the system and doing it, you'll have no more questions. You just got to take that first step. And here's the other part that no one tells you. As you get older, it actually gets easier. At this age, we've most likely got a well-maintained home. We've got way more flexibility to travel. We've got plenty of time to communicate properly. And we've got a calmer approach to travelling. Slower travel. And trust matters more than speed. And that combination works extremely well in home exchange communities. And sadly, that's why most of us discover this way too late. We only wish we discovered it way earlier, I can assure you. I wish we discovered it 10 years ago. So the reason most people over 50 haven't heard of home exchanges isn't because it's new. It's because no one profits from it. It was marketed to the wrong people, and it's been explained really badly. And once you understand it properly, it stops sounding risky and it starts sounding very logical. Now, if this is the first time you've heard of home exchange, you're definitely not alone. And if you're curious and cautious, you're in exactly the same place we were as well before we started. And on this channel, we break it down slowly, honestly, and without hype, especially for people over 50. So if that sounds useful, please subscribe, and I'm going to follow up with some more great content. Also, if you'd like to take a look at the apartment that we use on home exchange to get free accommodation all around the world, here's the video.